Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to
Hey.
Averett's Favorites. We're so excited about this next topic because it really fits our lives, doesn't it?
Right. We've had a new adventure.
A new adventure. We're going to give you some tips and what else? Some tips and hacks?
I don't know if they're hacks.
Of
Just what
potty
works for
training
us.
a toddler. All right, we'll see you on the other side.
There are some great vloggers coming out of the US, and David and Catherine are no exception. Watch their daily adventures on their vlog channel for fun, humor, and inspiration. Check out segments like Averett's Favorites Tips, product reviews, vlogs on their travel adventures, and sometimes just some chit-chat for fun. Offering special promotions, affiliated discount codes, and free giveaways. Follow them at averittsfavorites.com or watch them on youtube.com/averittsfavorites. Now, your hosts, David and Catherine.
Welcome back, everybody. So, Catherine, tell me about your potty experience.
My potty experience?
No, that's your potty
That's
experience.
personal. I'm not telling that on a vlog.
Our toddler.
No.
Our toddler experience.
Our toddler experience?
Yes. So is there, now you did a lot of YouTube searches, right?
I sure did. I watched many instructional videos. I've watched many videos like this one of what works for them.
Okay.
I've read many things. I've read many blog posts, many Facebook posts and mothers groups. I've done a lot of research on it, talked to other parents, talked to my mom. That's a good source. So can I first start by saying something?
Go ahead.
Every single child is different. Every child will have, that's why there are so many different strategies, if you will, because every kid responds different and every kid is ready at a different age. Now, they could be too young and it's very difficult. And if you start them too young, it's going to be a nightmare. And if you wait till late, it's going to be a nightmare as well. And let me just give you an example of how every kid is different. So I am a twin. And I was potty trained at 16 months and my twin brother, not so much. So now every kid is different.
But back then, the potty training mechanism is probably a little bit different.
Mechanism
a little bit different than what, 40 years ago versus now.
Okay. Potty training's potty training. It's been happening since the beginning of time, right?
So what are some methods that's working for us?
So what worked for us, and let me just say, just because it worked for me and our child does not mean it's going to work for you and your child, because I watched this one woman and she sounded like she knew what she was talking about, and I'm pretty sure she did. And to make it all fancy, she had an Australian accent, and I was like, remember I showed you the video? Mm-hmm. We're going to do this. It didn't work for us. It didn't work because it didn't work for our kid. And there's a book. I don't like saying this word, but I will tell you the name of the book is called Oh Crap Potty Training. And it's a method that many people follow. It didn't work for us either. So this is just what worked for us. I started extremely early with getting her familiar with the bathroom and the toilet and the restroom processes. So whenever I went to the restroom, she came with me. Well, partly because I can't leave her alone with our dogs. You never know how that's going to be. I even, her first year of her life, she came to school with me for not every day, but a lot. And I would have her in my pouch and I would take her, or in her baby carrier, and I would take her to the restroom with me. And then when she was able to sit up on her own, she would sit on the floor. So she got used to it and she liked to enjoy flushing. And our child is very inquisitive and she takes everything in and she wants to do everything we do. And she wants to do it the way we do it. So that was a big benefit.
It was, yes.
For example, yeah, she likes to sit at the table like we sit at the table. She likes to use a fork like we use a fork.
Now we did purchase a Mickey Mouse potty.
Minnie.
A Minnie Mouse.
We have a girl. We got a Minnie Mouse. So
how did that turn out?
So on these videos, they said, get a toddler toilet. Some of them said, they're half and half. As I'm saying, there's as many methods as whatever. So we got a toddler toilet that's Minnie Mouse because we brainwashed her, right, to like Minnie Mouse. And we got it for Christmas, and I was so excited for her. And at first, she liked it. She liked sitting on it. She liked pretending.
With her clothes on.
Yes. So she would, whenever I would go to the restroom, I would sit her on the toilet and she would pretend to go. I would give her some toilet paper. She'd pretend to wipe herself. And I thought, hey, because my goal always, before she was born or when she was born, whatever, is to have her potty trained by the time she's 2. So I thought I'll start in February, which will be 20 months. And I thought that she would have 4 months, of success. So we started it because she reacted so positively to this toddler toilet. I thought, I'm going to do this. So we did it. The first trial date was December 29th. And I read all this stuff like, get them hyped up. And then when you give them breakfast, give them so much fluid, take their diaper off and never put it back on. And then you're supposed to not put pants on them. So they don't have pants. They don't have underpants. They don't have a diaper. So it's December and I'm just putting this kid in a sweatshirt, and you put the toilet in the living room or wherever you are, and you just watch them and you give them lots of fluids. So I don't really give her juice. So it was kind of a novelty, and she likes straws. So we had her super full of fluid and without pants on. Do you remember how it went?
It didn't go well.
He wasn't home because we had a family situation that day. And so he was kind of in and out in the morning. But what was I like when you came home?
Very frustrated.
Yes.
Very frustrated. Failure?
Yes, because she wouldn't go on the toilet. And when I saw her, because we had her so super saturated with water. Oh, and I just gave her tablet. And I let her stand at the couch and watch the tablet and drink drinks. A straw drink. I gave her like 3 different cups of different liquids, milk, water, and juice. Whatever she wanted to drink, however she wanted to drink it, she could drink it all with no pants, watching her tablet. And I'd see her start to go, and I'd pick her up and I'd put her on the toilet, and she'd just scream. So then I thought, well, maybe and then she'd run to the bathroom, and then she'd just pee on the floor. And I thought, maybe because she likes to do what we do, and we don't go in the living room. So it didn't work. And so by lunchtime, I put a diaper on her and left it on her. And I thought, I'll try again in a few weeks. It didn't work because she would scream. She liked sitting on the toilet and pretending as long as she had her pants and diaper on. So I tried that like every other week for like 6 weeks. And then we just practiced. Oh, I also bought one of the toddler inserts to put in the toilet. And so we got in the habit of, before she got in the tub, so I get her dressed, or I guess undressed for the tub. She would sit on both toilets, whichever one she wanted, and then she'd get in the tub. So it was her habit that she would do that, and she wouldn't do anything. She just felt comfortable sitting on the toilet naked.
So the key is get her comfortable while she's naked on the toilet.
Yes. Well, it was a big process of just getting her comfortable with the bathroom. And she liked flushing. She liked toilet paper. She understood the bathroom process. So just being comfortable in there. Because some kids, they don't go in the bathroom, the flushing freaks them out. Or sitting on the toilet freaks them out. She was fine sitting on it as long as she was clothed. So the big battle was, I couldn't leave her naked, which that's one of the methods, is you leave them naked for 3 days or 1 day. And then, you gradually add layers. My kid, no. That was a no-go. She does not like being naked at all. So where were we? Yeah. So we just practiced at bath time because she was completely naked. I'd get her off her changing table. She'd run to the bathroom. She'd sit on her little toilet, and then she'd stand up and go in the tub.
So at what point do you think that you were going down in the right direction of this potty train thing?
I don't know what point was the right point. So we made the decision to redo her room, to change it from a baby room into a toddler room. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of like my working office / collect all room. So we got some extra space in our house. So we gave her a toddler room and removed her changing table, which was really the kick in the pants for me, because I think that she wasn't ready. It was just, I was not prepared to be as dedicated and focused to potty training.
Mm.
Because once I knew that she was okay and comfortable to be naked on the toilet, I knew that we could do it. So when we removed the changing table, yeah, I'm an old woman and bending over, my back, it hurts, right? So I knew we had to do it. So we just said, okay, Monday, we redid her room on a Thursday. So then the following Monday, he said, no more diapers.
But you had a system by timing, right? You like every 15 minutes, every
so
hour.
when we decided to start, because she doesn't like to be naked, a lot of times parents will start with pull-ups, and pull-ups do have their place. I'm not going to say we don't buy them. We did buy them. Instead of diapers, because when
they're daddy time.
Because he's not as vigilant as I am, and he won't change if she has an accident. And anyway, so we did buy pull-ups, but I would not suggest putting them in pull-ups to practice because it's just the same as peeing in a diaper. So I started by putting just undies on her and her dress because I wanted it to be easy access. And I set a timer. So because I was kind of lazy and scared, I kept her diaper on in the morning because she did fairly well with keeping mostly dry overnight. It wasn't that wet at all. So I do as much as possible until her diaper got as full as possible. So it'd be like 9:30 until I take her diaper off. So I did all my morning chores. I took her diaper off and I put underwear and a dress on her. And I set my watch timer. And every 20 minutes, I would set her on the toilet. And she did not want to sit on the Minnie Mouse toilet. She wanted to sit on the big toilet. And again, I think that's because our kid wants to do everything we do.
Yeah.
So I'd set her on every 20 minutes. And that was Monday. She peed on the floor a whole bunch. She peed through her pants a whole bunch. And I put a diaper on her for nap time. And he made me take it off after nap time. She did not have one success.
Now, what about the second day?
Day 2, hallelujah. I had a morning nail appointment and then I had to work in the afternoon. So day 2 was diaper day. And it was fortunate because she had many bowel movements and that would have been a nasty.
And so day 3?
Day 3, Wednesday, we were in undies and I decided that she needed to feel it more if she were wet. So I put underwear, pants, and a dress on her. So that way there was an extra layer for her to get wet instead of just looking at the floor and saying, telling me she peed on the floor. So Wednesday, again, I set the timer for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. I forget whichever one I did, but it didn't matter because she peed on the floor all day on Wednesday. Thursday, was the very first day we had success. So I put her on the toilet at her just a regular interval and she actually went. And I was so excited. If you have an Apple Watch, it says when you're in a loud environment. I was dancing and screaming in the bathroom. My watch said loud environment. And she just looked at me like, what's the big deal? And so
that was day 3.
Well, because if we did one, skip one was a diaper day, and then another pee on the floor day.
Day 4.
Day 4.
So day 4, she started going in.
She started to go, but she didn't I don't think she connected that it was exciting to her. So, she went and she continued to go. And on Friday also, so I just put a diaper on for nap time and bedtime. However, I don't remember if it was, because it was the following week. She still had accidents. That following Monday, she had her first non-accident day. So 1 week, she went a whole day without an accident, which I think was very admirable. But then Monday and Tuesday night.
Now, but you had a timer going each of the days.
I did. I set it for 30 minutes. So after she recognized to pee in the toilet, I set the timer for 30 minutes. And every 30 minutes, I would just take her.
Then you increased the time as she got.
This week I did, not that week.
So this week you increased the time.
Yes. So Monday and Tuesday night, we had a problem with sleep. She woke up at 2 a.m, I think. I don't remember what day it was, but maybe Thursday. It was 2 days in a row. She woke up at 2 a.m. to have her bowel movement. And I think it was because her body was so scared that she didn't want to do it on the toilet. And I thought, oh no, I'm not going to wake up every 2 a.m. to change a poop diaper. But finally Wednesday, so a week and a few days, she had her first poop on the toilet, which with my Australian woman that I watched, she said that it could be very scary and all of these steps. But for our child, it wasn't a scary thing because I recognized what she was doing. I asked her what she was doing and she said yes. And then I put her on the toilet and it came out. It wasn't a big deal at all. And so since then, it's been easy. I moved the timer up to 45 minutes. The very first weekend, we went to clean the church on Saturday and I put her on the toilet, the big toilet at the church, and she went. And then we had to stay there because the chores were longer than we anticipated. And she wouldn't go. She was too scared. And I was vacuuming in a different room. And by the time she found me and we had to run to the opposite side of the church, she had already gone in her pants. But she told me that she did. So I was so discouraged by that. But she had an accident, which I was fine. You know, it happens.
So they need to find each child has different type of signs.
Yes.
You have to figure that out.
You do. Our child's sign is not very ladylike. She lifts her dress or her shirt, depending upon if she's wearing a dress or if she's wearing a shirt and pants or skirt, whatever. She lifts it up. That means I have to use restroom. So that Sunday for church, I was really scared. So I put underwear on her and then a diaper to pull up to catch anything. And I took her to the bathroom so many times before Sunday school and she wouldn't go because she was scared of the big toilet. And when I went to go get her after Sunday school, she was wet. So I had to take off her tights and everything was blah. So it was not a Sunday activity. But then I got the great idea that I should take the toilet ring. So this last Sunday, I took her insert with us and she was perfect. She had an accident-free day.
So what are some good tips that you can give after you explaining the long version?
The long version. So now she goes, I don't even, if I set a timer for 1 hour in my mind because she's at that independent stage. She's 22 months and she wants to do everything herself. So if I ask her if she has to use the restroom and she goes, and I take her in there anyway, she won't sit on the toilet. She'll just go straight and she won't sit down. She'll just she won't sit down. But if she tells me she has to use restroom, then she goes, big time goes. I don't know how she can hold her bladder that long, how such a little girl can have so much come out of her. So that's the stage we're in right now.
So what's some good tips that you can give to moms?
So good tips are don't be discouraged. Pee is going to happen on your floor. Be prepared.
And the timer, set your timer for every half an hour, every hour.
In the beginning, I would start 15 or 20 minutes because you don't know when they're going to go. And they have no concept of holding it at all. So now she can go 2 hours. But in the beginning, she could barely go 30 minutes. And it also depends upon what they're drinking.
Mm-hmm. And you recommend as a daughter go with you to the bathroom like we did, right?
I would say any child.
Any child go to the
bathroom.
bathroom.
They're too young to comprehend.
And she knows how to flush the toilet. She knows how to grab the toilet paper.
She knows what to do with the toilet paper.
She knows what to do with the toilet paper.
Not with a number 2. I don't trust her with that.
And she knows how to wash her hands.
Yep.
And she washed her hands. And she's only, 22 months?
22 months. She just turned on Saturday.
So 22
Friday.
Months. So
here's another important thing.
Sure. Go ahead.
Something else. So it's very important that because I overanalyze and overthink everything, that you give them positive affirmation and not discipline. So when they're this young, you should not be disciplining your child for peeing on the floor. You shouldn't say, "No, I'm disappointed in you, bad child." You should say, we made a mistake. We don't pee in our pants, just make it light and positive and because if you're a follower or studier of the human psychology, Sigmund Freud had theories about toilet training as well as one of his predecessors, Erik H. Erikson. And they say that if you do not handle toilet training well, that your child can become maladjusted as an adult and not be an achiever. So it's important to give them that success. So praise, 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 praise. That works for us. We didn't do a sticker chart. We didn't do treats. I know a lot of parents are like, here's a marshmallow or an M&M if you put something in the toilet. First of all, our child doesn't like sweets. She loves snacks and she gets them all the time, but that didn't work for us. To give her a sticker or prize or say you can watch your tablet or you can do X, Y, or Z, that wouldn't work for us. Just praise and saying, yay, good job. And she sits there and claps. Now she doesn't, but she knows. Yeah. So I would say only give praise. And I know it's very hard when she's peed on the floor for the 15th time in a day in like what feels like 2 hours, but only give praise and do not give them, I can't believe you peed on the floor. They're not dogs. So it's important to their emotional development and it does affect them in the future.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me 5 good tips.
5 good tips. Okay. Don't get disappointed. Pee on the floor is going to happen. Even after you think that they've got it, they're going to have accidents. Number next, let your child be independent and do all the things for themselves. So don't do for your child what they can do for themselves. So currently our child can't pull down her own pants or pull up her pants. So we have to help her with that portion. She can't get on the toilet, but she can flush, she can wipe, she can wash her hands, she can tell me when she has to use the restroom. So let your kid do what they want, what they can do. Give them that independence. Make it available. Give them options. So as I said, we had the toddler toilet and we had the toilet ring. Some people have stairs. Give your child options of what's comfortable to them. Because if I forced her to use the Minnie Mouse potty, we may not.
I like
we may
that.
not have this situation right now. The success that we're having.
Give them
options.
Yes.
And I know that it's like, oh, I just spent $30 on the toilet and $6 on this ring. I wish I didn't buy that, but it had its purpose. It fulfilled its purpose. So give them options. Mm-hmm. 2 more tips.
2 more tips.
Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just start. That's what happened with us. And if they're not, don't be afraid. Just start when they're ready. Let me add that caveat because as I told you, I tried to start when she wasn't ready and it was horrific. And I know if you push, it's never going to happen. So just do it. We just ripped off the Band-Aid and then by Saturday we were leaving the house in just underwear without a diaper. Mm-hmm. So you got to do it at some point. Just start. Just do it. And number 5, wait till they're ready. And there is a window. So if you do all the reading, there's like a window between 18 months and 30 months. And somehow if you get in that window, and I know every child's different and boys or girls are different. So whatever, just from what I read, that if you go after that window, it's extremely difficult. So just do it and do it in the right window when your kid is ready. And it takes more discipline for the parent than it does for the child. That's all I have to say. Because there's a few things in training right now that we're going through in toddler life. And it's more my discipline, not hers.
And what I like about is the interval, the time, the discipline every 15 minutes, every hour, every hour and a half, every 2 hours, we put her on the toilet. So that's something that I would highly, highly recommend. I don't do the potty training. She does the potty training.
That's why we have pull-ups for when I have to work.
Dads.
So we have...
dads, you know that. Request pull-ups for dads.
So we have a little situation. 2 days a week, I have to work in the afternoon. So I put her for a nap and she wakes up on daddy time. And so when I'm home, I put her in a diaper because it's just easiest, especially when she was pooping during nap time. I put her in a diaper and it's easiest for me when she gets up, I just take her diaper off and set her on the toilet and put her back in her underwear. But daddy doesn't do that. So
wait, she went for me today. I did after she woke up, an hour she woke up, I put her on the toilet and changed the pull-ups and she went. So she told me she had to go use the restroom. So she did. So I'm excited. All right. So that's it, you guys. How to potty train your toddler.
Well, what worked for us. And
that's what worked for us.
Maybe some of the things might work for you. Some of the things you might find helpful. But as I said, there's so many methods, so many videos. There's a lot of videos out there. I just took like pieces of everything and figured out what would work for us. So do us this favor. If you like this video, hit the like button, comment below of what you guys work for you, right? Yeah, what works for you. And works for you. So like it. And we're looking forward to more videos of toddler life. Be kind of exciting. That's what our life is. That's what Averett Favorites is all about. She's an Averett Favorites. She is definitely our favorite Averett. All right. So talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye.